Alright, hey guys, what's going on? Hayden here, back with episode 2 of Vannërcraft. As you'll remember, last episode we did the furnace and then kind of sort of did the mob farm. But today, instead of doing industrial stuff like that, I guess we're still doing industrial, but it's a bit more productive industrial, we're going to be building melon, pumpkin, and sugarcane farms. So let's hop into a creative world and figure out how we're going to do it. So my basic idea, if it works, I guess not. Why won't this work? Let me go check. Okay, so basically what I figured out is this contraption right here, which if I up the tick speed a little bit, you can see that as the melon grows, the observer detects this connecting into the melon. So if I bring it back down to 3, it'll detect it growing into the melon, because that actually causes a block update to this. I don't think it'll show it over here, but no. It causes an update to this because it's connecting to the melon, which then sends a signal to the pistons to extend. And so what I can do is I can have another one set up there, and there. Pretty much just have a line of them going. Okay, so basically this would be how I'm gonna do it. Basically I'd have one side melon, one side pumpkin. I'm gonna see how much this right here would produce, and looking at it I can move each of these down one. Let me actually do that real quick. Yeah, basically this is the basic idea for how the farm would work. This side would be pumpkins and this side would be melons, and then I can add in a third layer if need be. I'm gonna go AFK here for a bit. I'm gonna double the tick speed, so we'll see how much this produces, and I'll figure out what I want to do from there. Okay, so I just got back. Let's see how much it has. Not much. Why didn't... Okay. So this one locked up pretty early on. But even then, gosh, that's not much. Okay, so yeah, so I'll definitely add in a third layer with that in mind. Okay, so I have built it up to 3 stories and lengthened it a little. And I've devised a method that will allow me to simulate an hour of AFKing in 1 minute, which is basically turning the random tick speed to 3, which is the neutral, times 60, which would make it 180. So if I turn this up to 180 for 1 minute, then hypothetically it would be like going 1 hour at 60 seconds. Let me come down and make sure this is clear. Yep. And we'll see how this goes. So let me get this ready. So in 3, 2, 1, go. "15 seconds in. Looking pretty good at this point. Lots of stuff are getting knocked off and everything. A bit of a slow fit there. One of the downsides to this farm, well, the 2 downsides I can see, are that the observer powers a lot of the pistons instead of just like 1 or 2. And if it's like in the middle, it powers all of them. Actually, to power all of them anyway. So pretty much wherever it is, it's going to power every single piston. Which is both good and bad, because... Which, 3, 2, 1... Which is both good and bad. It's good in the fact that if it breaks and then it lands on here for some reason, it'll get pushed off. But it's bad because that takes away some of the spawning ability for a tick or two. So that's good and bad. The other spot is if it gets trapped on these, it's gone. It's done. There's no way. But so this is simulating 1 hour of AFK time, which I'm going to build as close enough to my base where it's just running in the background. So just 1 hour on the server. 3 stacks of melon. So like 2.5 stacks of melons, and a half a stack of pumpkins. Which for trading and everything won't be too bad because at this point in time you need a pretty diverse selection. So I think this is what I'm going to go with for my melon and pumpkin farm. On to the sugarcane. Okay, so this is the basic concept I've devised. Basically I have the observer which will detect whenever this one grows, and then send a signal to the rest of these, or to all the pistons, to extend and knock it all over that way. The only problem I could see coming is if these went up to 3 and they wouldn't be pushed, and then they may get pushed over onto the other side. But let's do a quick fake hour test. I'm actually going to double it so it only takes 30 seconds. Let's see if this works. I see my problem. But could that be solved just by doing that? Nope. Okay, so what would the solution to this be? I could either set it up to a clock. Oh, I know how I got around it. I'm an idiot. I would just have it to where it would get activated by it hitting the top. That's what I would do. Yeah, okay. I'm an idiot. Okay, so now I'll need to add little bits of glass in there. But if I come over here, so a few things I'm looking for during this test: seeing how often it gets launched to the other side, and seeing how often these top ones don't actually get harvested. So I'm actually going to slow it back down to 180 for this. So that did like 2 over here, absolutely none over there. Could I prevent that little bit by doing this, I wonder? So yeah, 0 sugarcane. Okay. Okay, if anything that caused more loss. So let me just test this spot, this style once more. Okay, so that lost 9. How much does this lose? 8. So they seem to be losing about the same amount every time. The real question is the little bit that this seems to be making up for. No, they're like dropping the exact same amount. So I'll save on the iron and just do this. Okay, so I have now constructed the second layer. Let's do a test real quick to see if this is a viable method. Let me pick my phone up off the floor where I dropped it. Basically, this would be emulating 2 hours of it running. So how much have I lost? I've lost almost a stack. Lost 54. And how much? I've lost a third of what I've made. Let me do some research and see if I can find if there's any more efficient ways of farming sugarcane, or if this is about it. So basically, from what I can tell, there's only one method that would be a little bit more, or that may be a bit better. I'm going to switch out this side right here to that method. So this test will determine which of the two methods is faster, and whichever one is, or which produces more, or which, I guess, loss, I guess. I'll see which one I like better. Okay. So the losses on this one, that's gain, that's loss. An even test, and then this. So I think I'm gonna have to go with the top design. I think that's definitely gonna be worth it given the situation and everything. So hopefully, I'm gonna go with that design, and I don't think I'm gonna add another layer to it, but I'm definitely gonna go with this design. So I'm gonna add up for all of this how much redstone, pistons, observers, and everything I'm gonna need. More math, yay. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing right now is I recorded these clips, but I had my mic muted, so it didn't actually pick up my audio. But for the sugarcane farm, I need, this is raw materials, 165 sand, 522 cobblestone, 36 iron, 144 redstone dust, 108 wood planks, and 36 quartz. For the pumpkin and melon farm, I need 534 cobblestone, 90 dirt, 90 sand, 222 redstone dust, 42 quartz, and 48 iron. For a grand total of 255 sand, which is about 4 stacks, 1,056 cobblestone, which is 16.5-ish, 90 dirt, which is about 1.5, 366 redstone dust, which is about 6 stacks, 78 quartz, which is about 1.5, 108 wood planks, which is about 2 stacks, 84 iron, which is about 1.5. I have already gotten the iron and the wood done. I had all of that. Sand prices. 1 diamond for 4 stacks. Okay, yeah. Gonna do that. That's a good deal. Like crazy good. Okay. Stick all this in here for now. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna message a couple people and see if they have any spare cobblestone. And I guess I'll go and get quartz while I'm at it. Yeah. Okay, so the quartz is got. I have purchased it, or not purchased it. I have gone and mined it, plus a little bit extra, just so that when I inevitably need more, I can. Okay, so here it is. This should be all the resources I need to build these. Um, I bought some of the dust from Brandon, sorry. And then I bought the sand from Brandon, as you saw in the previous clip. The quartz I went out and mined. The oak I just grew some trees. The dirt I went down into my mine and found some dirt patches. Iron I found on my way back from spawn, I believe it was. I found a bunch of or I found a bunch of or I found like a cave system that had a bunch of iron. I got like 2 and something stacks of iron from that. I bought like 13 stacks of cobblestone from Kaitlyn and then just smelted a bunch down and then mined out the last few. So I'm gonna craft it all up into what I need it to be and then go from there. So I forgot to do updates throughout, but I got the pumpkin and melon farm done. Well, mostly done. I still have to fill in the last couple of melons, but that'll take a bit because I have to wait for melons to actually grow so I can get seeds for it. Once that's done, that'll be fine. And then I got the sugarcane farm set up, which was fairly recently, so it's not a surprise it hasn't grown yet. So I've been AFK for like an hour and a half at this point. I'll hop on, see what I've gotten so far. Probably not much, but we'll see. Wow, dude. Yeah, nothing from my mob farm still. That was still a colossal waste of time and resources. The dog is yapping at me, so after this I'm probably going to have to go take him out. This is good. Let me fill in, I will fill in the last of that here in a sec. That's pretty good for an hour, and what about this? 32, that could be better, but I think it'll do. And another thing to note is with the melons, I'm gonna have to turn it into like the actual melon blocks. I won't just be able to leave them at that, or I won't be able to leave them like this. So I've collected a bit of wood and everything. I'm gonna run over to spawn and I'm going to create my food stand. Hopefully I can make it look somewhat decent. I'm planning on using barrels and then probably just signs on the barrels for prices and stuff. But currently I'm planning on selling wheat, potatoes, melons, pumpkins, and sugarcane. So I need to see what prices Kaitlyn is selling all those for, so I can undercut her and make profit. Okay, so while she takes the dog out, I have gone into a creative world because there's a raid by the over at the V-Trade, so I couldn't actually set up my trading post, but this is basically what I'm going to go for. Nothing crazy, but it looks nice, especially from this angle. Okay, so updates are going to be few and far between right now because it's been a couple days and my throat's really messed up right now. So don't expect too many updates. If I'm starting building it right here, I kind of cleared out a little spot, and yeah. Okay, so I've gotten the shell of it done. It's looking good so far. By the way, I realized I never really said that Kaitlyn had a spot, but Kaitlyn does have a spot for some of this. 1 stack for 1 diamond. I think I'm gonna need to up my prices for that. Gosh, I was practically giving this stuff away compared to her. Man, okay. Well, I'm gonna get the barrels in place and I'll be back. Okay, so if you look past the rain, it's done. I didn't add the middle barrels in because I don't have carrots yet. But once I get carrots, the carrot farm going, I will probably add that in. I missed Step Strider. Okay, it is now stocked. It is not fully stocked, nor is it well stocked, but it is stocked. Most stocked thing is potatoes. And then hay bales and pumpkins have a little bit, and melons have like 1. But we'll see if we get anything. I'm gonna go say something in the Discord about it, and could you please be quiet, Mr. Thunder? And then I will see if I can figure out what's wrong with my mob farm, I guess. Okay. I believe I have solved the problem. 'Tis not a fun fix, but 'tis a necessary fix, which should work. Basically, I believe that the light levels glitched somehow, and so basically I just have to go in and place a block in every single spot, and hypothetically that should fix it. I hope. If not, I'm probably going to scream. Okay, so hypothetically it should be fixed now. I think I've even heard a zombie since I fixed it. There was also one of the dispensers wasn't hooked up correctly, so I fixed that as well. And I'm pretty sure I just heard another zombie. I'm gonna go AFK probably till after I get off work at 11, and we'll see what kind of rates we get, if any. Hopefully I get something. I moved from there because it wasn't working over there. So then I ran over to my melon farm, and I came back, and a spider and a zombie had fallen. Excuse me, good sir. I have to ask you to not. So let's see. What? Ah. Okay. And I think that's going to be about it for this video. Whether or not it's actually going to make it to a good length of time. But next video, a little spoiler right here. Woo. There we go. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. If y'all enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Share with your friends, the notification bell, all that good stuff. And yeah, can't say it anymore because I'm not feel the best anymore. Goodbye.